Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today, as you know in the title, we're going to do another pickups video. So here is what I got recently. First games I want to show you is actually the Ninja Survivors Return of the Ninja Warriors. Now this is a beat 'em up game that came out on the Super Nintendo back in the day. I believe it was like in 94, maybe 93, 94. It is a sequel to the arcade game called the Ninja Warriors. Unfortunately with this game, no, at the time, though it was a good beat 'em up game, Beat 'em up games like this need to be at least 2 players, and this was only 1 player back then. But they finally decided to upgrade this game over 20 years later and add 2-player mode, extra characters, just a lot of extra stuff that makes the game a lot better. So if you see this at any stores, which I don't know if you will, because it seems like it's an Amazon exclusive as of right now for a new copy, but I could be totally wrong about that. But didn't see the GameStop or Best Buy or any of those stores like that. So the game goes for $30. Comes with a manual, which is nice, you know, about all the characters. That was nice that they did that. Very cool. And they added some stickers in here as well. But if you like this type of game, go ahead and pick it up, man. I don't think you guys will regret it. Next game here is something I just found out about probably about 2 months ago, and when I saw it, I had to have it. This game is called World Super Police. Now, basically, this game plays like if you ever played old school games like Chase HQ or Super Chase HQ for the Super Nintendo, where you're a cop trying to get to the bad guy, and then like once you get to the bad guy, like a boss fight ensues. It's pretty much like that, but it's an upgraded version of those games. It's a lot better. Has voice acting in it, wonderful Canadian voice acting, which I love. So that's definitely a positive for the game. You can choose. You have dual languages in the game. You can like hear it in Japanese or whatever, or you hear it in English. So I go with the English option, like for what I said before. And it's a fun game, guys. It's weird that this game didn't come out to America. I thought like something like this would actually come out over here, but I guess I don't know. It says it's published by Jellico, I believe here. This might be one of Jellico's last games before they merged into some other company, but I'm not really sure. But anyways, dialogue's hilarious, boss battles, you know, all that good stuff. It's really interesting. It's like arcade racing pretty much. So if you are able to play PAL games or by whatever means get a PAL system or whatnot, definitely I think you should pick this game up, guys. World Super Police, or AKA Police Cops. Next game here is Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings. Now, you probably, well, I don't know if you wonder why I picked this up. You know, I would have rather got it on the PS2, or hell, even the PSP. The reason I got the Wii version was because the Wii version has a lot of extras, and what the extras are, there's 2 extra games in this. So you have Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings, the adventure game, cool, lots of fun from what I'm hearing. And then also there's a co-op game where Indiana Jones and his father team up, and they go on their own adventure, which is separate from the main story. Now that's already good too. Then, I don't know if it's already unlocked when you start the game, but there is another game called Indiana Jones and something Atlantis. I can't remember. There's a third game that was based off a PC game that's included in this. So you pretty much get 3 games for the price of 1. So I remember I was watching the episode. I can't remember if it was GameSack or something else. They were talking about games within games pretty much. And this is like one of them I just found out about. So this is pretty cool. So if you see the Wii version, that is the one to pick up, guys. And it says 4 players on here, so I don't know if the co-op mode is up to 4 players. I thought it was just 2 players, but maybe it's 4. It says 4 on here. So, anyways, guys, like I said, pick this one up. The next game I want to talk about is Blaster Master Blasting Again. Now, I've talked about this game on my channel before. I feel like it's a true hidden gem. If you like the Blaster Master series, this one feels exactly like the old school ones. It's just in 3D, which is totally fine. It's hard to follow the story of the series because the American one is different. If you want to kind of follow that storyline, you probably want to read that book. I forgot what it's called. It's some Nintendo book where it tells you the story about Jason and Eve. But anyways, Jason and Eve end up having kids, and they are the ones taking over in this game. Roddy, his son, and Sophia, his daughter. Now, Roddy is the one, he drives the vehicle, and Sophia, she's kind of like a navigator for him, like telling her brother what to do or what's going on and everything. So they team up. It's really cool. Where every time you pause the game, she'll have a message for you, or you'll get a ring from her, and then she'll tell you some information about what's going on in the area. Really, it's really cool how they put that together. But yeah, if you see this game out there, I think it usually doesn't go for much. It's definitely under $10. You probably find it for $5. I feel like you should give it a chance, especially if you like Blaster Master. And you guys know the indie crates are actually they remade the first Blaster Master, called it Blaster Master Zero. Then they made another Blaster Master for the Switch, and I'm pretty sure that's going to get a physical copy. I haven't played either of them yet, but still, I feel like they're kind of like, the story with the way those games are going to fall into this one a lot easier, especially with the introduction of Eve in those games. So that's really cool. So be on the lookout for those. But anyways, guys, Blaster Master Blasting again. If you played this game, some of you may have played the game, in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Alright, I'm not going to say too much about this one. I had to pick it up, though, because I got a surprise for you guys later in some videos. I don't know if I'll put this one out first before I show you the surprise. But this is V.I.P. And V.I.P. is based off the TV series. It used to come on back in the day. I think it used to come on like in the afternoon. I used to catch a couple episodes before I used to leave for the day. But, yes, it's can't really tell you too much about it. I can tell you a little bit about the game. The game is pretty much quick time events. You got to make sure you push the right buttons, and you could do like your character do a combo, knock a guy out a couple of times or whatever, and move on or whatever. It's pretty hilarious, but it's based off the TV show. So if you're a fan of V.I.P., maybe you'll like it. But yeah, I should probably go ahead and tell you the surprise now, guys. The surprise is actually that this game was remade for the PS2, and not really remade. I think they were made kind of like side by side. Maybe, I'm not sure, but the PS2 version is much better. Same game storyline and everything, but the PS2 version is a lot better. But anyways, guys, V.I.P. And next up here is Future Racer. Future Racer, I gave a chance because I'm really getting into a lot of racing games, and like old school ones. Like I played this game called Running High, which I may have mentioned in the video already. And I decided to look at this one, and this one seemed like a really fast racing combat game, where you just kind of the tracks are like insane, like you're going upside down. It's like you're on another planet pretty much, and it's just crazy. But one thing that really compels me to kind of play these games usually is it has to have good music, and this game definitely has good music. The music really fits everything, it really pulls you in, and yeah, the soundtrack is really on point. So if you see Future Racer out there, it is a PAL game. It did come out in Japan. I don't know if it's under the same name or not, but I was reading the back of it. I thought it was telling me about the soundtrack, but it's telling me about other games coming out, which is pretty funny. But Future Racer, definitely check it out if you want some kind of, I don't know, unique racing. Alright, guys, so next game here is based off a TV series that I used to watch back in the day. When I first moved to Washington, I think this is, pretty much when I first moved to Washington, Prison Break it came out, and I remember watching it. I didn't catch it all the way through season 1, but I caught it enough to where I was interested. I think like halfway through, and I got all the way to the season finale, and I just remember still watching that episode to this day, how tense it was of them escaping. It was like, man, what the heck is going on? But anyways, we have here Prison Break, the video game for PS3, and also available for Xbox 360. Now, this is based off the first season. You play as some asshole cop, undercover cop that's trying to like investigate Schofield or whatever, find out if he's trying to escape from jail and everything. So it's funny too, because they have this interaction with each other where he's like asking, hey, is this your first day at prison or some stuff, like the Schofield's like, man, leave me alone. Matter of fact, this is a tip for you guys. If you ever go to jail or prison, don't talk to nobody, man. Don't be all friendly or whatever, because it's fucking motherfuckers will set you up or something, man. It's crazy. But anyways, Prison Break, it's just basically you're trying to foil Schofield's plans or whatnot. But it's weird because I feel like I'm playing as the bad guy, because we already know Schofield's situation with the whole series. But anyways, if you want to check this out, it's something funny. A lot of the voice actors came back and did the voices for the characters. So check out Prison Break, or if you don't want to buy it, give it a rental or just watch a YouTube video. But I picked it up because it came in a bundle, and I probably would have picked it up anyways because I feel like it's a unique game. but I gotta admit it is kind of choppy with the way the movements are. They could have polished this a little bit better. It's published by Deep Silver. Is it developed by Deep Silver? I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says Deep Silver on the back. So maybe, well, maybe this is the game that kind of made them just become publishers because they couldn't develop. So, anyways, Prison Break. Next game here, Under Night in Birth. This came in the same bundle as Prison Break. Under Night in Birth, I feel like is a total like hidden game within the fighting community because I don't really hear people talking about it. But then again, I'm not really looking into the fighting community anymore. I mean, I don't really follow it as much as I used to. But I feel like this is a good game. It's one of those games that kind of comes under the radar pretty much. When I first got it for PS3 back in the day, it was like nobody definitely was online playing it. But it was just like a really good game that I thought that like it was on point. But I don't know. But anyways, this came in the bundle that I got the other game in, and if you like fighting games, I feel like it's one of those games that'll pull you in. I won't say it's an easy fighting game to learn. It definitely has a learning curve. You will get pummeled if you don't know what you're doing, and when I say pummeled, you'll get comboed up if you play somebody good. But the online community is pretty much dead for this game, so unfortunate. But it has a lot of unique characters, and you could get enough play out of this just by playing offline, arcade mode or whatnot. It has a little story mode in it too. So if you ever heard of a game called Milty Blood, Milty Blood was a pretty good fighting game. It came out for arcade and PC back in the day. This is from the makers of the Milty Blood series, so this is kind of like what they're making now. So anyways, again, Under Night in Birth, if you see it out there, usually if you see it at GameStop, it goes for $8, so I would say go ahead and pick it up. And next game here came in a bundle too. This is Persona 4 Arena for PS3. So these are probably the only Persona games I own these days. Arc System actually did this game, and they did a great job on it. The characters really they're really lively and everything, and the fighting combat is really good. I feel like it's like they I don't know, they just went all out with this game. I feel like it's like just I don't know. I feel like more people should be talking about it, like especially since it's part of the Persona series. But I don't know, man. But if you see this game at GameStop, I believe it goes for $10. So if I were you, I would definitely give it a chance. And it has a lot of J-pop music, so if you're into that, you'll like it. But I just like how the announcer is always like talking into the fight, like, "Oh, you're getting warmed up now. You're beating them down," or something like that. They kind of like pump you up and everything. And also, you get your navigators when you're doing a verse mode, and they'll tell you how you're doing in the fight or be careful and all that stuff. It really keeps you like pumped up. So if you see Persona, don't let it go. Pick it up. All right, guys. So I picked this up for $12. This is a Return of Double Dragon for the SNES console compatible. Could put Nintendo on here, but anyways, this is pretty much the Japanese version of Super Double Dragon. That version was a lot better, and also even though I think some of the music was different on certain levels, pretty much this one it just has an extra level, and also just feels just a lot more fluid. The spin kick works better. It's just this one was a lot more polished. It seems like they rushed the Super Nintendo one. I don't know if it came out before the Japanese version, but the Super Nintendo one feels rushed. They also weren't able to add a story mode into this game, unfortunately. They had the story mode kind of mapped out, but they weren't able to put it into the game. But I'm a Double Dragon fan, so I picked it up. And the packaging, if the game is not that great to some people, which I remember back in the day, a lot of people didn't like Super Double Dragon, the packaging on this is pretty good. So it comes with a manual, a red cart. The box is nice, so it definitely looks good. So Super Double Dragon, Return of Double Dragon, $12, you can't go wrong. And that's on Amazon as of this video. Alright, next game here is Puzzle Star Sweep. Puzzle Star Sweep is one of those games that it's pretty much like I don't know how to describe it. It's a puzzle game, of course, but it reminds me of not Puyo Puyo, but just I don't know. I'm just gonna say its own game. You know, it is a puzzle game. It's a lot of fun. It's really catchy. It kind of brings you into it, like the story and everything. It has an arcade mode, story mode, and then the characters just kind of, I don't know, but you can see for yourself in the gameplay. It's not really much to explain about this game. It's a puzzle game that's arcadey like, and it's fun. So definitely check it out if you like puzzle games. All right, last game. You guys got this game. Actually, is pretty cool. I couldn't believe how this is cool as it is. But this is Magical Carnival for the Wii. Now, this is a game where I'm pretty much these kids go to this carnival, but it's like a real carnival where they go through all these weird like games, well, not games, like these events where there's one event where you're getting chased by a witch and you have to like rescue somebody and dodge the witch while she's chasing you. It's really entertaining. Everything. The witch looks scary and it's just like really like these are fun mini games. There's one mini game where you have to like chase this monkey that has a key, and it's just hilarious how you're chasing around and you finally catch him, and you have to do the button combinations to make sure you grab him properly, and like it's like this is pretty fun, and it's not really much else I can say about it. I mean, the footage is like in front of you, so you can pretty much judge for yourself what you see. I haven't got into all the mini games yet, but I picked this up for $3, and if you see it at GameStop, it goes for $3. You can't go wrong with that. But the game is compatible. Well, of course, the Wii remote, but it doesn't say it requires the dance pad, but the dance pad is on here, so there's probably some kind of mini game with that. But Magical Carnival, Active Life by Bandai. No, not Namco Bandai. This is Bandai. And well, yeah, it says on the back, Bandai Namco Games. But yeah, check it out. The cover is kind of weird. I mean, it doesn't seem, but I guess that was a way to market it to kids. But yeah, the game doesn't really resemble this on the cover. But whatever. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this pickups video. I want to thank you guys for watching. That's all I got for you guys. It's damn near 2 in the morning right now, so I'm ready to go to bed. Anyways, guys, Radical Reggie, and I will see you later.